is creepy.
So creepy. Hi everybody, I'm Chad, this is Brandon, and we are back with another movie review. I'm excited, and obviously the very first thing everybody's going to be like, where's Mariah?
Where is she?
And so Mariah has a job now that takes her out of the state a lot of the times, and so unfortunately we miss her a ton. We wish she could be here. She wishes she could be here. So she's not going to be in this movie review, but she'll probably be here for the next one. So we are going to try and make a movie review every month. So if you do enjoy our movie reviews, please subscribe to make sure you don't miss any. And the movie that we are doing this time is called Memories of Murder. I think in Korean it's called Sarine Chuok. Oddly enough, I had already picked this movie. It's been suggested a ton. One of my friends suggested it as well.
Cool.
So I was just Googling it to look for the movie preview, and an article popped up from GQ.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
From America or
From
Korea?
America.
Okay.
GQ America. And I'll pull up the article real quick. So the article on GQ is called Memories of Murder is the best murder mystery you've never seen.
Dang.
Which is like...
A movie review? This is yesterday.
This is yesterday.
What?
And what's crazy about this movie's from 2003.
Yeah, dang.
So it's like an older movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
And it's like cool that like GQ, like a huge American magazine, is writing an article.
Yeah, that's so
on like
random.
how good this movie is.
So it's murder mystery.
Yeah, and it's the day before we watch it.
Yeah,
which is crazy. Super popular movie in Korea, and from my understanding, it's based on true events.
Oh, no way.
Which always makes it like more exciting.
Yeah, no, seriously.
So let's watch the trailer.
Serious.
And
I'm pumped.
see how it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
우울한 편지를 꾸준하게 신청하는 사람이 있어요. 이렇게 자세히 보시면 이 노래 방송된 날짜거든요. 근데 이 노래 방송된 날이 전부 여기서 사건 터진 날이랑 일치해요.
It's a good hook.
Yeah. I hope this isn't like too creepy. Like I know it's gonna be intense, but I don't want it to be too like creepy.
Yeah. The blackout scene change.
I know. Hwasong, South Korea. So 86 to 91.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
여기 사시는 분이죠?
작년에 이양수 죽었을 때 그 사건 현장에서 죽고 나서 발자국 사진이 아니야. 잘 봐봐.
So the people at the beginning were detectives.
Yeah.
This is like the backstory. Okay.
사건 날 전부 비가 왔어요.
So that like scarecrow has red on it.
Yeah.
다들 비 오는 밤에 살해됐다고요.
So I wonder if like
빨간
The red
Oh,
clothes.
okay. So I wonder if the murderer like
분명 다
puts that up whenever he murders somebody.
Yeah, all three of them. So there's like a not matching up with the number of victims. Looks like a game almost.
뭘 잡고 이 새끼야! 야, 대승력 이거! 지겠다고 말해! 너무 잘못했어.
It sounds like there's gonna be a twist.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it says that.
Yeah. And that guy has to know something. Every time he's in that actor, his face just kind of is blank, like he's staring into.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Memories of Murder. That thing's gonna freak me out now.
Yeah.
If I ever see a scarecrow
Oh, yeah.
again. Yeah, what do you think?
It seems super suspenseful.
Yeah.
Like it kind of had a dark overcast. Like every scene had like this black and white type of like the rain made it creepy because they said like at the beginning they mentioned the foreshadowing of like they were all killed on rainy nights.
Right.
And then all these like scenes of like them in the rain.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be a little spooky, a little creepy.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be jumpy necessarily, but I feel like it's definitely gonna be intense.
Yeah, for sure.
heard so many good things about this. I'm like apprehensive,
Yeah.
but I'm super excited.
Yeah, and I'm so curious to know why GQ is like spotlighting it now. Like 15 years later, that seems so
15 years later,
like an international film. That's
right, which is crazy. And so like that just tells me that I don't know. I have really high expectations.
Yeah, same. I think it's gonna be good. I'm such a jumper anyway. I'm like literally every movie we watch, I like am jumping every.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna be jumpy. I don't know if you're gonna be jumpy,
I will
but
be for sure. All right, well, let's do it. We'll watch it, and we'll let you guys know how it is. We'll let you know our thoughts.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Me too.
Okay,
let's do this.
See you in a bit. Don't tell me. Oh.
No.
2003. They didn't figure it out. I thought it was over.
It's creepy.
So creepy.
Just looking into the screen like that. It's gotta be over.
Yeah, it's over. Oh, I got the chills on
Yeah.
that last scene. Okay.
We're just like we're both just like
what? Memories?
That's probably the most like unsatisfying ending that I've seen so far in the films we've watched. I think yeah.
I don't know, between that and The Wailing was also kind of a crazy, and I feel like that's a very like the hallmark of Korean movies.
Yeah.
Man, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Like that last scene, I feel like wraps it up so well because you think he's gonna go look in it, and that would just be that. And I'd be like, dang, was that? But then it's like, no, the murder is still out there.
Yeah.
Like it gives me the chills.
Yeah.
It freaks me out.
And he like just that scene where he's just staring right into your like you just see it like you see yourself almost like you're the murderer. I don't know. It kind of makes it so commonplace that he's just this plain ordinary guy.
Yeah, just a plain ordinary.
So it makes me wonder, was like the murder even part of the movie, or is that just the point that a murder could be anyone?
It could be anybody.
It could be it could be you. It could be me. It could be like a neighbor or just an ordinary person in the crowd.
And that does make it like more scary.
Yeah, more chilling because it's like, it adds a whole different element that it's like there wasn't just this evil bad guy that they caught. It's like it's still lurking like in the Oh man.
I feel like, to be honest, like when it started out, I wasn't like super into it. Kind of like as we were watching it, I was like, I don't know how much I really like this. I don't know how good this is gonna be.
Yeah.
But the more and the more into it we got, like you can see why it's such a popular movie.
Yeah, no, totally.
Even though it's like a hard ending to like accept, it's a really good ending for like I think what they were trying to do with the movie.
No, for sure.
Yeah. Man, the movie is wild. We thought it was kind of random that he was getting his leg amputated, but we're like, no, like something's gonna come of that. But nothing really did.
Yeah.
Like that was kind of the last we saw of that guy.
Yeah.
The other guys, you could kind of tell, like, I don't think it's them.
Yeah,
I don't think it's them.
For
There's
sure.
something, you know, they seem innocent. But this last guy was so legitimately confusing. And that's what the detective says at the end, where he's like looking into his eyes and he's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
He just doesn't know.
Yeah.
And even in the very beginning of the movie, he says he's good at like reading people and like figuring people out, but he couldn't read them.
Yeah.
He couldn't figure it out. He didn't know.
Yeah.
And like the DNA test was inconclusive. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. And again, I just felt like that movie did a really good job of building up. And I feel like a lot of Korean movies we've seen do this, they kind of start out like not very serious, like even though it's a serious subject, nothing's really that serious, and then it just gets more and more heavy.
Yeah,
and then
that's true.
There's this huge conflict, and then it's left unresolved. And it's like this feeling of just like, oh my gosh, what just happened?
Yeah. It was like, in a way, more shocking than the other films that we've watched, just because it was so, there's no resolution.
Yeah.
It's an interesting dynamic to end that way, but I feel like it's very un-American.
Oh yeah. Oh totally.
Like American films, it's like it always comes.
There's
like,
always a
full circle.
resolution, and that's one thing I've noticed, like in other Korean movies I've seen too. Like, it's okay if there's not a happy ending. Like, it's okay if things aren't resolved. It's like that tension. Like they.
Well, it makes it more real.
Yeah.
Because like real life, there's like, I mean, how many instances where there is no resolution to like some crazy crime scene or something? Like, I just feel like it makes it even more like spooky because, you know, it is more realistic that there's like no conclusive like this is what happened. You know.
I feel like a lot of times when we watch these movies too, they're emotionally draining.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like exhausted after watching that. I just want to go to bed. But I'm not going to be able to sleep because I'm going to be laying in bed and I'm just going to be like replaying.
That's the thing.
Who was it?
Yeah, now that there wasn't any, it almost makes you want like go through the movie in your mind even more because you're like thinking like, okay, well, what about this scene, like.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So like the guy who got hit by the train, he saw the murder 3 times and then he won't confirm that that's him. But then he starts talking about something else, like he threw me into the fire. And like you're like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
I feel like these movies have a lot of rewatch value.
Yeah, true.
Because like maybe you pick up on more stuff. Maybe it makes it more confusing. I don't know.
Maybe like people have theories of who it would be.
Yeah. I kept thinking it was going to be somebody we knew.
Yeah, so did
and I thought it was
one
of
the main guys.
Yeah.
Like,
Like I didn't know if it was going to be like a detective who, you know, maybe the detective. Or like somebody who was like a minor character who you had seen in the beginning but then didn't think anything of it. Oh man, dude, I keep getting the chills.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No, it's freaky.
Gosh, that movie is crazy. How do you even begin to come up with a movie?
Yeah.
With so many connecting things.
And it kind of had this like we talked about like has like a dark like old school element. Like the color scheme was all like grays, blacks. Like there were no like, very rarely were there like color pops, which kind of like added to like the dark, the rainy.
Yeah, the only time I felt there was color was at the very beginning, in the very end scene where they're back in that field again.
Yeah.
Dude, I cannot get over that scene, that last scene.
No, I will literally be thinking about that for the next like 3 weeks.
I know.
And it was spooky too. That girl comes out of nowhere.
That was so crazy. And then.
And to think think how creepy and twisted that is. Like in a way that he went back to that spot and looked. Like I would never.
I would never.
Go back to that spot. You'd be scarred.
Yeah,
he like goes there and casually looks, and I'm like, he's gonna see something, and then it just it's just kind of like an empty void. The fact he doesn't see anything, and then she's like,
anything. And you're kind of like accepted that you don't know who it is, but then that girl gives you like a hope again that maybe we're gonna find out who it is.
Yeah.
Right? Like, oh my gosh.
And then it's just like there's just no sequel because it's been how many 15 years. You're just like, oh well, we're never gonna figure out who it is.
Okay, so. Whew. Yeah, I'm like so mentally like exhausted after that. Like I'm just tired.
Yeah, it's a draining one.
I was really happy with it. Like not like yes, I would have liked to know who it was, right?
Yeah.
Like I'd like to know, but like you said, that's not always the case, right? We don't always know.
Yeah.
We don't always have, you know, all the answers. At the beginning of the movie, not that I like didn't enjoy it, but I was just kind of like this isn't up to the same level as the other movies we've watched. And so I just didn't know how they were gonna bring it around, but like they totally did. Like I just feel like this movie just built, and just ends on this crazy climax.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So,
anyway,
so
it was a good one.
It was good. Thanks for watching, guys. We enjoyed this movie. Definitely very unique. Really liked it. Thank you so much to everybody who suggested it. We know a lot of people did. So again, keep suggesting the movies. There's a lot of movies we have to get through, and it's going to take some time, but the more you write them,
we love it.
The more we'll see them, and the more like we are to watch them.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Bye.
God, stretched. Power pose.
Power pose. God.